What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fix It Garage and this awesome EG Civic project. Today, we are going to be getting the ghost key installed and a NRG quick release steering wheel and a new show steering wheel, but more on that later. If you guys don't remember, in the last video, we stripped out the interior, cleaned it all up, vacuumed it, and got it ready to start actually wrenching on it and doing some upgrades. So today, we're going to be installing the ghost key system and a quick release steering wheel. So let's go ahead and take a look at that ghost key kit. All right, so up first, we have this JDI ghost key kit. So what this is a kit to give the car a push button start as opposed to a key. However, it's not just that. When it's all said and done, you need either a transponder or a card that will start this car. So this becomes your car key instead of actually having a turn key, making it a little bit hard to get your car stolen. This is mostly a plug and play kit. There's a couple wires that I will have to connect, but the nice thing is they give you nice detailed instructions on how to do it. So I'm very happy with what this kit looks like. So this is gonna be the first thing that we're gonna install in the car. We're gonna give it this nice little push button start system. So let's go ahead and start taking the dash apart and get this kit installed. All right, so we have all of this now torn apart. It kind of looks like a mess, but trust me, this is going to be not that difficult. So I took all the steering wheel and everything apart for two reasons. One, to make this install easier, and the other one for something I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. Spoiler alert, some kind of quick release is getting installed on this vehicle. So we have the old ignition completely removed right here. We are now ready to install the ghost kit, which is nice because if you look, it's a nice plug and play kit. This will plug into your two brown connectors that were here, are these guys, and then this will plug into the control unit. This becomes basically your ignition source key and all of that in an encrypted little box. Then from there we can install all of the other accessories that we're installing, like our push start, our brake kill switch, and the tone ring that we have to install for the card reader or the key reader. We still have to figure out exactly where we want to put this guy, but probably maybe something like here or here. It seems like a pretty good idea, and we can route it underneath and up, kind of making it a little bit more stealthy, and so you're not sitting here trying to tap up here, because that just gets really annoying if you're trying to tap here and here. If you can just swipe it and start it, that'd be really nice. Just swipe, start. So that's kind of my thinking. You can do it while you're sitting in the seat. That one we have to mess around with a little bit, but other than that, should just be a pretty simple install. So let's go ahead and let's get this stuff all installed. Okay, so before we keep going, I'm going to address the comment that's going to be coming is, why is this thing being duct taped here? Well, the reason why I'm duct taping it for right now is we need to figure out if this is a good spot for it for the owner. So the idea is I can remove all of this and I can move it if need be. So this is a nice temporary install. And then eventually we will take this back apart when he comes back later, and we're going to 3M tape this thing down really nice and neat through here. But for now, this is great for testing purposes. So that's why we are doing this, with the intention of coming back in at a later time and permanently installing it if he likes this location. If not, we'll keep moving it around until he finds it, and once we have a location that he likes, then and only then will we permanently install this thing. That is the beauty of this. We can temporarily mount it and move it around and keep test fitting it until he finds a spot that he likes. So don't hate on me in the comments for this. It's not permanent. This is just a temporary solution. Now let's get back to installing this thing. All right, and just like that, the entire system is fully installed. We've got our push button right here, ready to go. We'll cover this here shortly. I just want to show you guys how it all works. So underneath the dash, there's the control unit, and all we have to do, scan it, and now I can turn the car into accessory mode. If I were to put my foot on the brake, I could start it, but my door's shut. So we're not gonna start this thing in here, but that's all there is. Push that to, again, shut it off. And now, the ignition is now re-locked. It is just that simple. This will be a really nice little kit, so he can just take his wallet and wave it over the sensor, and then he can start his car. Again, if he doesn't like this spot, we have left it so we can change it. But now that that is all done, let's show you guys some other parts that we have that need to go right in here, in this little hole. All right, so as you probably guessed, we are doing a quick release setup. So we've got our energy hub, quick release, and a steering wheel. So the energy hub is your basic hub. He found this weird forged quick release that happens to look like a heart or butt cheeks. We'll just gloss over that. So he found these, and then he got this wheel that is made with like carbon fiber and fiberglass. It looks really neat. Huge side note to steering wheels. It is very important that if you're going to take a car to the track, you need to buy a very high quality steering wheel. This right here, I would not feel comfortable using at a racetrack or driving on the street. Car shows, sure, this looks really neat, but this is not something you want to take to the track. If you were to have an accident or you were to rear end somebody or something were to happen, this would probably break and your face would be going into these right here. And that is not something you want. When it comes to buying steering wheels, buy very high quality steering wheels if you're going to street drive with it or take it to the track. Most techs wouldn't even pass this at a tech inspection because it isn't safe enough if something were to happen. He's using this for car shows, so we're going to test fit it. He is buying a high quality Sparco wheel to use for the track and to street drive it most of the time. This is just a nice little display wheel that happened to show up first. So we're going to put it on with this today, knowing that at some point we will be swapping this out for a Sparco steering wheel. Now, enough of that negativity. Let's go ahead and let's put all this stuff in the car. Alrighty, so we've got our quick release wheel installed in the energy hub. Again, don't recommend driving with this thing because right in here, I think it would probably break, and that would be really scary if something happened in an accident or going on the track. But for shows, this looks just fine. Probably should get something to kind of cover this and look like a horn button since it doesn't have a horn currently. Something nice to cover it up and hide it would be great. Other than that, pretty straightforward install. Try to remove this one-handed if I can. Take it off, and you have this nice hub setup, so now he can run other steering wheels if he wants. 6 bolts to hold this, 6 bolts that hold this to the hub. This, make sure when you take off your old steering wheel, it is centered. That is the biggest thing. I made sure before I took everything off that the wheel was centered, so now this hub is centered on the steering shaft, and so that way this guy goes on correctly, and then you can just do, you know, the old school. It doesn't cling like some of the other ones, but it is now on and good to go. I'll probably end up unbolting these horn wires at some point, but that is going to do it for the quick release install. Now we just need to clean up this mess, and that's gonna do it for today's video. We had a really productive video. We got that ghost key installed. That thing works really good. And we got that energy quick release with the aftermarket steering wheel installed for his show portion of his car because he wants to take it to car shows. So I feel like we got quite a bit done this video. That ghost key thing, I will link it down below. It's a really neat product, and anyone who has a car, especially something that can be easily stolen, highly recommend looking into that. It's a really straightforward install. And you can also merge it with like kill switches and things like that to make it even harder to start the car. So all good things with that whole system. But that is gonna do it for today, guys. I wanna thank all of you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, don't forget to smash the like button. Leave me some comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos and content. We've got a lot more work going on with this project. Next time, we're gonna be doing some chassis bracing and some new headlights in this car. Gonna make the front end look a little better and get some bracing in to help start making this car a little bit more rigid and a little bit stronger so it can be used at the track. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I want to thank all of you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.